I didn't choose to be a boxer. I believe boxing chose me.
If you are not strong, you cannot survive. Jamestown or Accra, we love to box.
I see it like a university for boxing.
Ghana. It translates as Warrior King. And one small town in central Accra has helped the country live up to its name. Welcome to Inside Africa. Bukom, located in the Jamestown district of Ghana's capital, Accra. Situated on the coast, Jamestown residents have long depended on the sea for sustenance and livelihood. This rugged existence has instilled a toughness in the community, a toughness that is expressed through one sport.
Boxing in Jamestown, it's not just a sport. We consider it as part of their heritage. The people of Jamestown, through boxing, overcome their economic challenges.
This working-class neighborhood has an almost mythical status in boxing, having produced a remarkable 8 world champions, including Azuma Nelson, still considered the best African boxer in history, and DK Poison, Ghana's first world champion.
Oh well, I'm going to win at all costs. I don't know whether by knockout or by decision, but I'm going to win it at all costs, you see.
From childhood through street boxing, those who have talent are identified and supported in school, and then mentored and groomed to have disciplined life. Through the discipline, you are able to address many of the challenges that would face you in life. You're able to mitigate the social challenges, economic challenges that face them. So boxing does more than recreating the people, but even in terms of recreation, it helps them to rejuvenate, to bond, and then to promote social cohesion. So after work, someone will shout, "Odododio," and then if another person responds, "Yeah," it means they are ready to engage. And so they get together and battle it out, but for fun, for the sake of just entertaining themselves. They transform that kind of skirmish into competition, recreational competition, to see who is stronger. On the surface, it appears that the people of Jamestown, because of boxing, they could be violent. But our experience is that it's one of the most peaceful places you can be in Ghana, particularly in Accra.
The beating heart of Bukom lies in the neighborhood's boxing clubs, where rival fighters, managers, and trainers not only represent, but take great pride in their gyms.
I decided to open a boxing gym to help these young ones in the community, because a lot of boys walking around doing nothing.
Charles Korti is a giant of the Bukom boxing scene.
One Sunday morning, I saw these young guys in the neighborhood going to jogging. So I asked one of my friends, "What are they doing?" They say, "Oh, they are boxers." So the next day, I joined Atokwashi Boxing Gym. So from there, I start learning gradually, and I become a Greater Accra champion.
Corti enjoyed a promising amateur career, and his talent was enough to transform his life.
I was so lucky that, through boxing, I had a chance to, join the military. And most of my friends over here, they are still doing the small job that they have. So when I came back from the United States, I saw some of the guys in the neighborhood, need help. We take care of them, we clothe them, we feed them, we send them to school. We are trying to do our best so that, these boys will not grow up to be, wasted in the community. So we try our best to help them so that, they can change their life through boxing.
With so much talent coming from this area, the competition is fierce.
But in our neighborhood here, all the gyms, like all the world champions, come from this area. And we the guns, let me say, we the guns, we like to fight. We the guns like to fight. So it's like the whole thing is in our genes.
To be a boxer in Jamestown is not just to be physically strong, but you have to be mentally disciplined. So many of the coaches emphasize discipline.
Ofori Asare is one of those coaches. He is the coach of the national team, the Black Bombers.
As a coach, I've seen it all, and I've been around all the competitions.
Okay, outside no. Coffee in Canova. Coffee in Canova.
And I've attended 4 Olympics, and I've won Olympic medal as a coach.
Upper hooks, continue punches, putting pressure on the opponent. There's a low tempo for. And the boxer number 2, defend all the punches. Defend all the punches.
Jamestown is like a university for boxing. If you want to be a good boxer and you are from some other region, you need to come to Jamestown to be able to have the challenge.
If the beating heart of Bukom lies in its gyms, then the coaches provide the soul.
It's a challenge. Their life is a very challenging one. Some of them can't pay for their education. They don't have opportunity to get to some level that they want to. Some may grow up before know that my father is dead already or my mother is nowhere to be found. Most of the time, it is the coaches that take the challenge of changing the community. Most of the boxing coaches are doing very, very, very well by trying to introduce some of these street children into the sport.
Okay, let's go. Look for your opponent. Let's try it.
It's not easy because when you introduce them, you have to take care of them. You have to help them in terms of financing them. Sometimes you have to pay their school fees to be able to get them back to school. So the boxing coaches are doing very, very well in terms of working to change the community, taking children from the street, the dropouts, and make them better people. The challenge, the life is a very hard life, and sometimes boxing serves as a rescue for them. It's like boxing has eaten into the community when it comes to Jamestown, so it's easy for even people who have not boxed before even to understand boxing because they've been seeing it every day. So Jamestown is the heart of boxing as I know.
For young fighters in Ghana, boxing offers an opportunity. Bukom's gyms are filled with hopefuls eager to carve out a new life for themselves.
It's a very hard life, and sometimes boxing serves as a rescue for them. There are some countries that they have a scientific preparation. They have a whole lot of facilities that enhance performance, that enable boxers to be able to do well. But in Ghana here, we don't have those facilities. We don't have, so it is more of a improvise. It's more of a creativity. And when they choose to become boxers, they sacrifice and they take any kind of training. And it is that aspect that makes the difference.
Joseph Kome shines as one of Ghana's emerging stars in the amateur ranks. A Commonwealth Games silver medalist, he earned the moniker the Jaguar, a title shared with his grandfather, a boxing champion from the neighborhood, pictured here in 1961. For Kome, boxing is the family business.
I started boxing at the age of 3 years to 4 years. I started with my brother. All my family, they are bosses. We decided to take boxing, that the boxing in our blood. I train 3 times a day. It's not like easy.
While the facilities may appear basic, there's an undeniable passion and hunger driving fighters here. To them, boxing transcends mere sport. It's a way of life.
I love the boss, so I want to make name inside boxing so that I see like Azuma, he make name. Why I cannot make name? I can do it because they are from Ghana. Me too, I'm from Ghana. I know that I will make it. I have my plan that I want to go to Olympics game, then I take medal before I'll come to professional.
As preparations gear up for the Games in Paris this summer, attention turns to another hopeful who already boasts Olympic experience. Abdul Wahid Omar is a 6-time national champion and was the sole member of the Black Bombers to qualify for the 2016 Summer Games in Rio.
As a sportsman, your dream to work hard and one day to able to qualify to the Olympics game.
As the veteran of the Black Bombers squad, Abdul commands a respect in the team that has seen the 29-year-old named as the captain ahead of Paris this summer.
It's an achievement to be a captain in a team. They watch your duties, how you play and how your achievement and your respect and anything. Now I'm working hard to be able to qualify again, and it's not going to be easy, but inshallah, once I didn't give up and I put my determination that I have to qualify.
Despite being one of the stars of Ghana's most successful sports teams, life in Bukom is humble for Omar and his teammates.
My area, that's where mountain. That's where we start our life. So now I want to meet a big brother from another mother, and also my number 1 barber, who I used to have my head cut.
Given the success, Charles Korty believes the sport in Ghana deserves greater investment.
To become, a sportsman in US is totally different than in Africa or in Ghana. They neglect boxing, and in Ghana, boxing have been number 1 sport in the nation for a long time. Anytime they go to African games, they depend on boxing. They go to Commonwealth Games, they depend on boxing. Anytime you see the boxers travel outside, they want them to win medals, but they don't spend the money on the sportsmen.
The Black Bombers are Ghana's most successful Olympic sports team, with 4 of the country's 5 medals earned in the ring. With so much on the line this year, training intensifies under Coach Asari's vigilant supervision.
when you talk about talent, it's boundless. We are working on them, and we are having the challenges in terms of financing. We have to go through up and down, struggling, creating, improvising a whole lot of system of training to be able to get them on board. So we went for the first qualification, and it wasn't good for us. We used this first tournament also as a learning ground, and we may be able to qualify some of them to the Olympics Games.
For the latest talent off the Bukom production line, the goal is clear: to reach the Olympics. Despite the seeming simplicity, the odds are stacked against them, as they always have been.
My name is King Kong, Joseph King Kong Agbeko. I am 2 times IBF World Bantamweight Champion, 1 time IBO Champion, Commonwealth Champion, Africa Champion, and National Champion.
A 2-time world champion, Joseph Agbeko is one of Africa's most successful boxers.
I didn't choose to be a boxer. I believe boxing chose me. I got the inspiration from the one and only boxing professor, Azuma Nelson. Azuma inspired me to want to become like him.
Fighting against the world's best, Agbeko experienced plenty of highs and lows throughout his professional career.
Becoming a champion the first time, I was proud, I was happy that I have achieved it. But losing it and then winning it back, the joy was super.
Agbeko is still a shining light in Accra, an example of what can be achieved and a role model to the next generation.
Whenever young guys comes to me, young fighters come to me and they want to know my secret, for me to become the champion for the first time, I got only 3 weeks notice, then jumped into the fight and then won and became a champion. So the only advice I always give them is that you never have to get ready. You always have to be ready.
There's a sense of anticipation amongst the Black Bombers. Ghana's national boxing team, the sporting pride of the nation, are deep in camp as they look to qualify for this summer's Olympic Games.
I put in a lot of work. They should watch out for me in Paris, I'm coming.
Within their ranks is a fighter who has already made his mark on the world stage.
My name is Samuel Tichi. I'm a boxer and I'm from Wisdom Boxing Gym and also Olympic bronze medalist from Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games.
Taki's bronze was the first Ghanaian Olympic medal since 1992, an achievement that led to an incredible homecoming when he returned to Accra.
Yeah, man, it was massive, It was the time I get out from the airport, I saw the crowd, I saw how the Jama is going. I said, man, this is crazy, this is nice.
Raised in Bukom, Taki is the son of a fishmonger and a cloth trader. He discovered at a young age the value of hard work. Walking the streets of Bukom today, there's no shortage of youngsters trying to emulate their hero.
I started boxing in the year 2010. I was 9 years old. I was just, fighting. I liked the game.
Taki is now walking in the footsteps of his heroes and giving back to the community.
In our world champion times, in Azuma Nelson, I can say Joseph Agbeko, DK Poison, they are all from Bukom, they are all from Jamestown. And they all build their gyms and their coaches build their gyms in, Jamestown and Bukom. So it grows itself. The boxing grows itself there.
Bukom Boxing Arena.
This is the home of champions.
From Azuma Nelson and Ike Corty to DK Poison and Alfred Cote, the facility pays homage to Jamestown's world champions. Opened in 2016, this is the first purpose-built boxing arena in Ghana.
I was the one who opened this Bukom Boxing Arena. We were the one who fought here first. At that time we were juvenile, we opened this Bukom Boxing Arena.
Fight night at Bukom Arena. Fans pack the stadium as fighters from the local gym do battle in the Ghanaian Professional Boxing League.
Bukom is known to be the headquarters of boxing in Ghana, and that is a big truth.
It's not only the community that has benefited or benefits from boxing in Jamestown, but the nation at large. It also gives the nation pride, and it's something around which citizens rally to assert their identity as a people belonging to this geopolitical area called Ghana.
Soccer great Pele once said, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do." For fighters in Bukom, there is a love and a passion for the sport of boxing that is ingrained, evident in every jab, every hook, and every dream.